Hey there, card fighters. Woodland Docs here, back for another episode of Deck Check Podcast. That's right, your favorite podcast about Vanguard, hosted by me, because there's not many others. I left you no choice there, but speaking of no choice, Ryan had no choice to come back to the podcast. He got back on the boat in Alaska, he stopped playing with the seals, and now he's here.
Yeah, hello, I'm back. It is no longer cold, although it's starting to get cold out here. Winter's approaching. But yeah, I had a good trip.
And did you play with any wildlife?
Did I play with any wildlife? No, there's kind of like no wildlife. It's kind of too cold.
I mean, there's like seals and walruses and stuff. Those guys are cool.
They're out there, but it's summer, so it's like maybe I wasn't playing the wildlife, but maybe I was living the wildlife on the cruise that
Oh,
you were.
whoa! Is this
Yeah.
this is a story for off the podcast? Okay, and our other wild child Matt is still here.
Hello.
I can't get rid of him. I don't know what to do. Uh, when's your vacation, Matt?
Um, I'm taking a mental vacation from life right now.
Yeah, that's valid. I personally, I mean, you guys know, I just started working and after not working all summer, and brain hard, thoughts dumb.
I agree.
That's all I gotta say. And thank God we had the long weekend. We just had breaking the fourth wall. We just had Labor Day. We're recording this the day after, so I had a full weekend of activities. So it didn't feel like a long weekend. But granted, we had that extra day. I learned that I'm allergic to sheep.
Oh, that's something you don't figure out every day.
Yeah, I've never worn wool before. We were at a county fair. I started petting sheep, and about a half hour later, my arm started getting red and tingly.
No,
Nailed
no
it.
wool socks? No wool socks?
No wool socks, no grandma knitted sweater, nothing of the sort. I guess last year I didn't pet the sheep. I don't know, because I was there last year too. Didn't have this problem, so I didn't pet the sheep last year. I pet him this year, and it was either that or the little entrance stamp thing. So I guess I'm allergic to sheep. But
It's-
the horse. I've told you guys about the horse that didn't like me last year.
did
I
you?
do recall this. I do recall something like this.
I don't.
He still didn't like me. I found the same horse. I tried to pet him, and he just hit my arm away. So that's just an
Uh,
irreparable friendship, I guess.
Gotta love it.
I could use some glue, anyways. But I I do have one other non-Vanguard thing to share. With our lives going into fall and the weather cooling down, I personally think we need to have a case opening of set 4 because Matt's getting a case opening,
Yeah.
and we need to live stream it as a podcast.
Whoa, hold on. I don't want people at my house streaming things.
I was just kidding because that had absolutely nothing to do with the transition. I just wanted to get your
Listen,
reaction.
listen, people would know how good of a house I have, and I can't have that.
Oh, naturally, yes.
Yeah.
Not like I invited people over to my house to do a case, but
Whoa. Telling on yourself.
well, now I've got the standee. If you guys came over, it would be even weirder.
That's true.
I've got the Ryan. Did you see? I've got the Akina standee.
Yeah, where is he? Where is he positioned? Like in the corner, right in the middle, like on top of
He's
your bed.
I mean well, when Allie's not here, he is, but he's on he's in the corner of the basement. There's like a accordion door that leads to a closet. He's like sitting right outside there, so he's in the corner of the room. When I stream, he's gonna be behind me, so people will have something good to look at for a change.
Huh?
Other than you?
I mean, okay, well, I thought we were gonna go insult Doc's Day, but hey,
No.
yeah, no, I get the standee. It literally touches the ceiling. This is a standard 8-foot ceiling, and it touches the ceiling, so that's cool. This thing's gigantic.
Is it accurate life size? Is he actually that tall?
I don't know. Does
Is
anybody?
everyone in
Yeah,
is everyone in the Vanguard world secretly like 8 feet, and that's the norm?
and that's why Lilful is a thing, because she's like, the you don't know lyrical, but Lilful's the giants. They're that deck. They're all giant girls or something.
It's giants in quotes.
Yeah, it's the Amazoness women. I don't know. You know that episode of
Ooh.
Futurama?
You know what?
Uh,
Snoo snoo.
yeah, Lyrical Monasterio and Snoo Stew, the crossover you never knew you needed.
You got me there.
Meanwhile, Ryan's like, "Shut up, nerds. We want to talk. We gotta talk about cards."
We are talking about cards. He just literally said you talk about Lofa.
Yeah, see?
Look,
It counts.
I will take any and every opportunity to change it to be about a TV show from 20 years ago that I've watched 8 times. Okay, you can't let me have the leash. Everything will become a Simpsons reference.
Oh no.
So in today's episode, we're talking about Mr. Sparkle. No. Well, I don't know if Ryan was able to keep up with stuff while he was gone. Hopefully you have, because we've had two out of our 3 topics tonight have had some sort of momentum or have become a thing since we've last seen Ryan in his younger days. We have Dear Days. Dear Days 2.
Ooh.
Dear Days 2
Yeah.
was accidentally dropped or intentionally dropped or something. We'll talk about it. We've had set 3 come out since we've last seen Ryan. And our third topic is actually something Ryan's brought up in the past, so I know he's going to have fun with it. I think he's the most prepared out of all of us.
How X-rated can I be during that part?
What, the flavor text?
Yeah.
Just
I can get pretty X-rated.
You know what? Just say it, and I'll edit it out if I feel uncomfortable.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think my grandma listens to my podcast, so you should be in the clear.
That's good. My family does not either, so.
I was gonna say that's why I tend not to swear during content creation and stuff, because my grandma does like to watch my videos and stuff.
Aw, that's sweet.
I know, it makes me feel like I'm there. Anyways, wholesomeness aside, let's start arguing, because this first topic can get kind of divisive from what I've seen on Twitter. So that said, I think it's time to grab a drink and take a seat. It's Deck Check time. Gentlemen, Bushy fumbled the bag. And everybody actually agrees on that part. I want to start controversial, but I think everybody agrees on that part. So I know neither one of you is that active on Twitter, or active at all on Twitter, in fact.
What's Twitter?
X, sorry, my bad.
See, now you're confusing me.
Yeah, I usually clarify in the outro, but came a little early today. That's what the flavor text said. But I think no, I think we all agree that Bushy fumbled the bag. Do you guys know how it started leaking and how it came to be?
Was that a lyrical cup?
Yes. Yep. Did you know, Matt?
I only know because of Discord.
Okay, yeah. So essentially what happened was there was a player at a lyrical only event in Japan. There was a fairly decent sized poster just in the middle of the floor, and it said, "Hey, Dear Days 2 coming at you." I can't tell you how many tweets or X's flooded. Is that? Oh, they're called posts. How many flooded my timeline with "No, wait, really? Hold on, this ain't real." And then Different Fight was there, and he's like, "Nope, I can confirm this is real." So then people started just blasting Bushy Road, like, you don't even announce this on your socials, in a product stream, in anything. You let a poster break the news to the world.
That's how you do it nowadays.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You're
It was a shock.
You're gonna go into work tomorrow, just put a sign in the middle of the hallway that it says, "Hey, I have meatloaf for lunch." Like, is that what we're doing now?
Hey man, it would generate so much talk.
I mean,
Obviously, it has. Everyone's talking about it.
but that's the other thing that I thought about.
Free or not free advertising.
Publicity, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, do you guys think that the marketing team thought that through and that was their intention? I don't.
absolutely not.
I actually do think so, because if they announce it on a product stream, people would be like boo and like stop talking about it.
Really? So you
Okay.
okay? I mean,
So they know that they have problems. That's what I'm hearing.
Yep.
well,
Uh-huh.
one of my favorite things in this whole rollout was someone just replied to one of Different Fights tweets, and they're just like, "Yo, I put a 2 in the website name. Here's the trailer."
No way.
Yeah, I don't recognize the username. Otherwise, I maybe remember it. I don't, so I apologize. Credit to you, but the the dude's just like, "Yo, I put in like vgdd2 dot cardfightvanguard.com or whatever the URL is," and it came out to literally be the website. There was the trailer. It was so great, and I'm watching the trailer. I'm sitting there like watching a food show, and all of a sudden I'm watching the Deer Days 2 trailer before they even announce that it's real. So I guess let's go over some facts. We have Steam and Switch again. No surprises there that we didn't make it to the big consoles, right?
Why would they? It's Japanese company. So
Well, I play EX on PlayStation, Cardfight EX.
that doesn't count. It's all in Japanese.
I know, but
See?
I played it. I beat it.
All right, fine, you win.
I did. Yes, I thank you.
Dang it. I
So
hate when you win.
so we didn't make it to big boy consoles. The price looks to be the same.
Okay, so hold on. I have something about that.
Okay.
Because it contains all of the stuff up until now on first Deer Days, apparently. I'm fine with the price
So
because you're getting a lot out of it.
yeah, what I will say in regards to the price for the first one and the second one, the robust story, not judging the story on quality. Did I like it? Did I not like it? The vast amount of fights that I could do in the story to then gain my in-game currency to spend on cosmetics or packs or whatever. I ultimately did not mind the $70 price tag, because if we're throwing out online play, competitive play, whatever, I at least spent 75 hours playing the story. So you give me $1 an hour, I think it's not justified in the fact that it's not a major title. It's not a Resident Evil, it's not Metal Gear Solid, it's not a Call of Duty, it's not any of these big ones that have long developed story or massive online multiplayer. People are upset that a card simulator is $70. But I honestly felt that after I played it all the way through, that I did get $70 worth of value.
See, not card games specifically, but like that's how I view most video games. If I can spend at least 1 hour for every dollar that I spent, then it's probably worth it.
Yeah. So, I don't know, anything on the price point, Ryan?
Price point. I think the price point's fine. I think it's just not a good price point when you're inevitably gonna add all the DLCs.
So that's where I was gonna lead.
Yeah.
So I've paid for all the DLCs minus the Stride deck sets. Now, some people out there who are a little more clever than me have figured out that if you purchase gift cards to a foreign country store, you can get it $70 game for $25 American. Not that I would ever do that or condone that, but I think that if they're going to do the DLC at the same prices for the second one as the first one, that you almost have to do that. Otherwise, it doesn't justify buying the DLCs. And then what happened to the people like me who bought all the DLC in the first one? Where did my money go?
Straight in the trash can.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I'm most mad about in terms of money when it comes to Deer Days and Deer Days 2. I spent money on the DLC, whether I spent $25 or $70, it doesn't matter. I paid the money, I should be able to get something for it. If like I think don't I know it's possible on the Switch because like Pokemon games do it. Like in Sword and Shield, I think it was. If you played Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, you got a free Eevee or Pikachu depending on your save data. So if the system can check for save data saying, "Oh, I've played this game," then maybe when Dear Days 2 comes out, it can say, "Oh, yes, they've bought DLC previously, while those packs are inherently in the game now because this is going to be up to Divine Set 3 Lyrical and 4 IRL or 5 IRL."
I have no idea.
It's
What?
released in
remember.
January?
Yeah, it releases January, so it might go through Set 5 in English, or it might just go through Set 4. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, I mean, the people who are that didn't buy Dear Days 1 that buy Dear Days 2 are gonna get all the cards I paid for free. So that's my
At
gripe.
the low cost of $70.
But for them, that's $70. For me, that was how many ever dollars and how many times the DLC happened.
Maybe like 300 or something.
Exactly, and because I'm an
Which is
idiot.
kind of insane.
Yes.
That's the whole issue.
So I want something where it says, "Oh, you have previous save data," to maybe offset it. I don't know. Give me something special that the people who only play Dear Days 2 don't get.
Yeah, give you like a secret rare of each of the faded ones or something.
That'd be a cool little flex. The last DLC for Set 11 that they put, you didn't even have to buy packs. They just gave you everything, FFRs and below. It didn't matter.
Yeah,
It's
for
only up to
cash
7-Eleven.
money.
Yeah, and it's only up to Set 11. So while I have my FFR Poison and Paradise Avas, I don't I don't have $25 more.
That's so. The more we talk about it, the more mad I'm getting.
Well, okay, so in the same vein, I mean, I don't think either of you played it as extensively as I have. I've got like 400 and some hours because
That is a lot.
Let me check how many I got.
I stream it 2 hours every week. That's part of it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I also used to play it on the airplane when I travel for work. So, actually, side note, my other airplane game was the Zelda games, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because I get exceedingly mad at Zelda games, but you can't get mad on an airplane, otherwise they kick you off and then you're on the no-fly list. So those are between that and Dear Days, those are my airplane games. But I think, I mean, I want to say I put about 100 hours into the story, maybe 90, and then the rest is online multiplayer. I got up to master and then I stopped caring about like climbing rank because you can't fall out of master. But
Oh, that's dumb.
yeah, I did think that was a little weird. But how many hours did you end up with, Matt?
75.
Ooh.
Wow, I'm the worst one here. Dang.
Oh God. What is it?
60 hours.
Okay. I was expecting 600. With no, well, okay. So for especially me, I think right now it's either 1 million or one. It can't be 1 billion. Is it CP or VP that you get for playing? Is it BP?
Probably Vanguard points.
I haven't played in so long. I don't know.
Whichever one it is that you get for playing that you can then buy packs with, the BP or CP or VP, whatever. It's definitely not PP. That's Pokemon. I have.
Let me reinstall it so I can find out.
I have 900 and some thousand. I'm closing in on 1 million.
Nailed it.
Because I have every card in the game, and all I would be doing is just buying packs to get duplicates over and over again. So for me, who's had no life since it came out, am I going to get to carry over my currency? I guarantee you I'm not.
Yeah,
Probably
I
not.
think that's just like a huge problem. Like it's like, okay, on release, it's up to date, which is really good. But then like here, for context, Dear Days, if it's only on set 11, set 11 released for us September of last year. Like it's a full year behind. Like what's to say that they're just not gonna abandon the project after doing like a big cash grab?
Right. And my theory on that one is it is now made by Bushiroad Games and not for you.
Okay.
Maybe and this is where I will give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the issue with updates and timely additions was not on them. Maybe for you said, okay, pay us a huge amount of money. Oh, by the way, we're backed up. As to where now it's an internal control. And since it's going to be,
I could believe that. I could believe that.
yeah. Plus, since it's going to be internal and on release, it'll be active or it'll be updated almost through full English. I don't know if there's any other JP releases. Well, no. So pretty much anything from here to the end of the year in JP, like Harry releases this month in JP. So anything in the last quarter of the year basically is not going to be in the game for JP players. But maybe on release, they'll have it scheduled. But I know they don't like getting ahead of English because then we won't buy the real cards. So
yeah,
I want some sort of carryover. If I don't have my 900,000 points, that's fine. But I want some sort of reward for playing the game religiously.
it'd be nice. I don't think that it's gonna happen though, just because it is 2 different companies that are making it.
That's also valid, yeah.
And I just don't think that they'll make it compatible.
Well,
maybe that'd be nice if they did, but I get the strong feeling that they won't.
Yeah, it's upsetting because now I don't want to play it except for stream, since I know that
Fair.
I'm not going to be getting anything from it. And even if they did put set 12 and 13 on there between now and the end of the year, I could buy all the packs and cards with the points that I have now. So,
but who's gonna buy it? Because like, who's gonna want it? They'll be like, well, I'll just save it for your days too.
3 months from now, yeah. So that's another downside. I think it's abandoned 100%.
Oh yeah.
We do get a physical release in English this time.
Oh, why?
Promo cards.
just give me.
Oh,
the
is that
promos.
the whole reasoning as to why?
I mean, there is promo cards from what I remember. Hopefully, it is true, but from what I remember seeing, that there's promo cards, and I'm actually old school with gaming to where I prefer physical copies of games if one exists.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, I have a physical copy of EX. I literally got that imported.
Ew.
It was only like $25, but
that's not bad.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who likes the physical release. And if you're gonna give me promo cards, and we know how much bushy promo cards are worth, we've talked about it.
Yeah, if they released the promo cards, I would go out and buy the game.
Yeah, give me. I mean, what do we want?
I'll just buy the promos.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Graham Grace and Favernil support.
Well, we saw in the poster there's new characters. What if it's their boss unit?
Oh, okay. Still Graham Grace support because she's still in it.
Yeah, there's Purple Girl and then there's another dude, right?
Yeah. I maybe Favernil guy isn't even in it anymore.
I didn't see him in the poster.
He might be in it just like as a character, but not a
like the second half of the story. How in this one it took you through the main character and then you did like the anime stuff.
Yeah.
So he could be there. I don't know. I don't know. The last big thing that I have to say about it is we saw a UI overhaul, which I don't care. The UI can look however it wants, but the big thing that I want to see is a change to that master rank that I can fall out of master. If I get to master playing meta and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm going to try to make a deck out of zombies and maids. And I play that on the ranked ladder and I lose, I can actually be punished for it.
I think it'd be nice if they did seasons. So it's like you earn your spot to dick around.
Yeah. So you
like every 3 months they reset the ladder and you go back to basic one or something.
I was gonna say you're going the master duel framework.
Yeah, a lot of games are like that.
Yeah. I mean I can't. I was trying to think of one that isn't, but literally, even sports games, Madden Ultimate Team, literally has seasons in it, and there's a battle pass, and you level up to the top of the battle pass, and then at the next season you go back down to level 1. So, yeah, even sports games do it. So if there's any kind of ranking system, I'm pretty sure that was the exception of where you can't fall out of master.
All right, I had a random thought while I'm staring at the poster.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled it up. What if, hear me out, Graham Grace with a divine skill?
I didn't really like Graham Grace, so that's okay.
I think it'd be interesting. It just goes against the anime, which is kind of the whole basis of the card game.
but
Yeah.
but it's video games, so it's you know, it's legal.
It's
Oh, like does it have to
legal.
be faded one? Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I see where you're going.
Digital one of
Yeah, yeah.
entertainment, Graham Grace. You know what? And there's probably like a cheat code to turn it on.
The
Uh,
created one.
That would be really exciting, to be honest, if they did that.
and to have it video
That'd be
game
nice.
exclusive to never show up in the show. Yeah, that okay. I can't lie. Even though I don't like Graham Grace, I think that'd be pretty cool.
A little bit, maybe.
I mean, Graham
Yeah,
Grace already gives
interesting.
persona right to everybody and their brother. What is he gonna give like negative persona to your opponent, like -10? I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. On your opponent's next turn, they can't ride and they lose 10,000 power to their whole board.
They have to ride down to grade 2.
Oh God. Oh, could you imagine?
That would be stupid. Oh, you have to ride down to grade 2 for a turn, and the next turn you have to ride back to grade 3 by discarding a card. Like, no, no, we're not doing that garbage here.
That reminds me of what was it? There's a long time ago. Steel Vampire
Hmm.
made you ride a grade 0 from your soul or whatever. Which I thought was funny because back then the rules were that you can't guard with anything that's grade 1 or higher.
I remember someone told me this story before. It might have been you, but a lot of my friends that have been around in the game for a while, I've heard this before. I was like, that's ridiculous.
Right? It was a big cost to do it though. I'm pretty sure it was like 5 counterblast and 8 soul blast.
Yeah, Mega Blast.
Yeah,
Mega
so
Blast.
it was nuts, but like worth it.
So I mean, that's the basics of Dear Days 2. What happened, what didn't happen, what we think is going to happen. I'm not. I mean, we'll just put it to a vote right now. Are you buying it,
I'm buying it. Regret, but begrudgingly.
Matt?
I don't know. I don't play the one now. If they keep it updated, maybe.
Okay.
But like I have the real cards. Why would I buy that? I can play online with anybody I want.
All right. Well, I'm buying it
You
because I'm a
know.
sheep.
Yeah, we know you're allergic to yourself.
No, maybe that was it. Wow. Okay. I was I was like, well, I'm like, do I even bother streaming Dear Days until Dear Days 2? And I'm like, but that's my whole personality, so I have to.
Yeah,
I
time
did,
to start streaming CFA.
yeah. Someone actually came in chat last Friday, like, hey, do you ever do CFA? And I'm like, not for streams usually, but that's a pretty good idea. I just don't
Yeah,
like facing strangers on CFA in case someone's cranky, you know.
that's fair. You just play against your friends and have streamer or like stream people join you.
Yeah, like, so what are you doing Friday? Actually, this Friday. So full disclosure for everyone, our shop challenge is this upcoming Saturday. By the time this gets released, it'll be 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Uh, I'm gonna skip streaming this Friday, and I've entered another remote locals to prep for it. So shout out to
Oh,
co-host Curly for having a tournament the night before my shop challenge, just so very conveniently.
dang.
So if you guys plan on actually sweating it out during the shop challenge, I'll shoot you the invite to the tourney. So that's all I got on Dear Days 2. Anything
Wait,
else?
what's the? We'll talk later. Never mind.
Okay. Anything else from you guys?
Regarding Dear Days 2, no.
Yeah, no. Ryan.
I don't want
Nope,
to
nope,
talk about that garbage anymore.
Okay, Ryan's not a garbage man. Okay. Well, so on the topic of garbage, we just got set 3. And can I
Whoa,
say
hey, whoa. You can't start that off with garbage.
I had absolutely no interest in this set until the week before when they, again, fumbled the bag on announcements and said, oh, hey, there's a bunch of Bang Dream crits in there. And I said, here's my money. So that's really all I bought from anybody. But people were just being very generous this week with their polls. And I started reading Bug Buddha. That's what it's going to be called because I don't know how to pronounce this real name, Story Raha. And
Star Raja,
Story Raj. Okay, I'll say that.
something like that.
Yeah. So, and I just started reading it. And then everyone starts throwing me the cards for this deck. And I'm like, I don't want to pay you guys for this. Like, I don't have the money for this. I just I like spent $150 on Bang Dream crits, and or no, it's only 100, but I'm like, I spent $100 on Bang Dream crits. I can't be doing this. And then they're like, no, just take it. So like Black Eye Senpai, then Rob, and then all these, it's just everyone starts throwing me these cards for this deck, and I'm like, I guess I'll look at it, and it actually ended up being fun. So I guess it's garbage minus that.
Yeah, I kind of like most of the decks from this set, but I didn't have any interest in any of them except for Grand Dog Mommy.
Yeah.
I like Big Lady.
Well,
Grand Dog Mommy.
Yeah, Grand Dog Mommy. Other people will call it Sacrifice Glass or whatever, but
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
that's not the real Vanguard. You don't care about Glass. You care about Grand Dog Mommy.
you care about mommy.
Understood.
Yeah, the giant lady who's taller than the entire Dark States zone.
And my Sandy.
Oh yeah,
So
way bigger.
well, all right. I like the deck because it's easy enough to build. Obviously, last night in our testing, I made an oopsie, so I've figured that out. But I've got that one check from set 12 that says when called from drop, soul charge and 5k, and the codex orders are going to require 2 soul blast and calls you from drop. So then it effectively reduces the cost down to just a soul blast. Plus, that girl will get 5k from herself and 5k from one of the 2 codex orders. So I'm like, okay, I'm like, this is an 18k grade 1. That's dope. Then we've got the fact that we can negative our opponent's drive checks. We can I'm like, this is actually pretty fun. It's sneaky good.
Yeah,
And you can
very
almost
disruptive.
yeah, and you can almost build it out of the box. I tried putting RPD in there, but it did not make sense. I just like putting RPD places where he doesn't belong.
Yeah, he really only belongs in 2 decks.
Yeah, I just want to make RPD happen.
Hey, you know what? Go for it.
So what
I
else?
believe in you.
So what else we have? We've got Sacrifice Mommy. So it's
Yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
from what I saw, I wasn't that impressed. But what are
Whoa.
you
that's
seeing? What are you
fair.
seeing otherwise since you're playing it?
Uh, it's such a dumb deck. Like it can be really cool and it can hit really big numbers, but not until late in the game. So if you get rushed, you're kind of screwed. If you don't see the pieces that you need, you're also not doing a very good. You're not having a fun time. I don't know, and I honestly can't even tell you what the deck needs to make it better. It needs more retire, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, because wasn't one of the clauses when my units retire, like retired from mirror or guard circle, you can energy charge one.
Yeah, every time guardian or rear guard retire energy charge, and then you use energy a whole lot. There was one game that I tested where I spent, I think it was 17 energy in 1 turn somehow.
But you still kept getting it because you kept retiring and.
Yeah, and it was nuts, but it was beautiful. But like, I don't know. It's so weird. I don't even know what it needs. It needs a way to speed up the turn.
It needs help.
It does, but I still love it. It's my favorite deck from the 5 of them.
Well, that's what I like about with Storaja is the order searchers Coutier are just from last set. So yes, I think they're expensive, but
Mhm.
the Coutier is right there, and then is another Stoicheia deck that wants you to find orders. So if you only found 1 out of 2, you play that, and then it replenishes itself back to the deck. So you're in theory perpetually supplied with the order cards you need, and then all the different ways to search it with the support cards built in. You shouldn't be without the 2 orders. I've made the mistake of also going first.
You don't do that.
Yeah, I should not do that, but that was my first time playing it. So, Ryan, you said you like Sacrifice Glass?
Nope.
or no,
One guy
no.
was really loud about it.
Yeah. No, yours was undercover.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
like
just
undercover.
interested in it because it's just kind of like I don't know, something different, but it's kind of ends up being like just another Keter deck.
Just another deck.
But you attack from the back row and get drives from the back row. Come
Yeah, I
on.
didn't really like Graham Grace that much from Deer Days. So
Oh, okay. You know what? I don't
Uh,
like your opinions anymore. Let's kick Ryan out.
I mean, he wasn't here for 2 episodes already. No one's gonna miss him.
See?
bye bye.
Oh my gosh, no. Oh, that hurt. That hurt
No,
me.
look, by the time we see him, he'll be gone for a month and a half. I'm giving Ryan a hug when I see him.
Maybe I'll
I'll
never show
call
up
him by the
again.
wrong name.
Well,
Steven, what's up?
How you doing?
well, okay. So I guess I'm since I had no interest in the set, I'm kind of ignorant to undercover. So what exactly is the gimmick? I hear back row attacks and drive checks. What's going on here?
See, I'm kind of in the same boat as you. You're gonna have to ask our boy Matt here.
Mister, I know
All
every
right.
card. Can you explain it to me?
Yeah. So you got your undercover thing. You've got set orders called the monitored trysts. When you play them, you look at the top 7 cards of your deck and put an undercover guy into the undercover, and then you can call them later, so you get multiple attacks. Your main dude is the Obscudade, which apparently is a callback. Dab. You can't tell, but I'm dabbing.
I could tell. I just have
Yeah.
a sense with you.
Thank God. His whole gimmick is that I don't know. It's so I don't really. The whole thing is that you make big numbers and you swing with a rear guard that has a drive.
Okay. I
I
guess
don't
that's
know.
in a nutshell.
Yeah, it's very easy, but like it works.
Okay.
It's actually pretty good, I think. I won't say competitive wise, probably not, but
Nope.
it's fun.
I actually saw Story Raja had a couple of sneaky tops. They're like at the end of the top 16, but
Why don't I
tops.
just open up my deck and look at the cards?
That's just because of a diversity cut, in my opinion.
And what's diversity cut? Oh wait, we've talked about it. Go back and listen to the previous episodes, guys. I think that just all of our lack of interest leading into this set says a lot about it, because the only people that seemed interested were Arkai and Shoujo Doji enjoyers, and I guess Lukier is in there too, but they weren't a very vocal crowd.
Yeah, it's a really underwhelming set. It released basically one good triple R for like every nation, where it's just like a generic triple R. So it's like basically the new Diantha for Leonor, and then
Yes.
basically a card for Chronojet. So in that sense, those cards are good, but like everything else is just really underwhelming.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jojo Doji is cool, but
I freaking no. I don't like Shoujo. I don't like Archite. Those are the only 2 cores. I know I've said it here and I'll say it again. Those are the only 2 decks that I've built, dismantled to a core, and Matt has left the call. That's cool. My internet decided to cut out. It does this often. Okay, we'll just pick him. Hey, there he is. Found him.
I hate my internet. It likes to just cut out randomly for like 5 minutes every day.
It's okay. We're good.
he heard Shoujo Doji and he had to go in stealth mode.
Oh my God,
I didn't even hear Shoujo Doji. I was sitting there talking about undercover the whole time, and nobody even heard me. Probably.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, wow, Matt hasn't talked for 30 seconds. This is new. But
Thanks. Can I go back real quick? I don't know how much it picked up, but the gimmick of undercover real quick. You get 5 attacks, I think. And it makes good columns and it deck thins pretty well. There you go.
There's the nutshell. Okay. Yeah, we I think we got most of that before. But I just started saying that I don't think that our level of excitement going into this shows how poor of a set it was. The only people that were excited were Archite and Shoujo Doji fans. Even the Lukier people were kind of quiet. So, I mean, I've said it before on the show, and I'll say it again. Archite and Shoujo Doji were the only decks that I built and then sold because I didn't want them.
That's fair.
They're just not for me. I don't know. Archite was a little intimidating to get the cadence down at first. Then once I did, I'm like, this is eh. And then Shoujo Doji, I have fallen off the bandwagon for Dragon Empire, so just not my playstyle.
It's the best nation.
Wow. Oh
So
man.
so I guess we're not gonna talk about Cody Blaze at
I mean,
all.
go ahead. Go ahead. Blaze it up.
Uh you stand rear guards. No, you don't. Oh, you do stand them. Okay, I was. You stand rear guards, but then you can also stand the vanguard. It's a deck.
It is one of the decks of all time.
Yeah, I like it. I actually do like it, but you get it. It needs a promo, and the promo isn't out yet.
Yeah, I don't even think it'll be out for like February for us because I think we know what ours will be through February.
Ugh. I feel like it's gonna be a very expensive one as well because it kind of fits in any deck.
Well, so the price on these decks are insane. Like, if you want to be a
Two whole
begin,
dollars for a whole deck.
yeah, like the Stoiraja triple or the silver rare was like 350, and that's why I think Black Ice Empire was just like, here, take it. And then I think the FFR was like 14. I'm like, bro, if you really love this deck, like if this is your soulmate deck, you could bling it out for $60.
Yeah, really.
I mean, for the Vanguard at least, I don't think any of the other units come in FFR. So the main support
Wow.
unit, the triple R, I think that was 64 cents or something stupid. I don't know, but everybody gave it to me because it was just so dirt cheap.
Nothing.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're like walking into a shop and you're like, oh, what's Cardfight Vanguard? Let me buy one of the newest set, and then you open it up and you're like, oh, hey, this seems kind of cool, and then you want to build something from that set. It's good for new players. It's one of
Yeah.
I'll call it an investment set to where if you buy it while it's cheap, you may get lucky down the road and it gets that promo or it gets that slot in a future set that just buffs it.
Yeah, you never know.
What I mean,
Yeah, these could have just been trial decks.
That would have been nice. That would have been nice too.
I don't know if I want Bushy's version of a trial deck again.
I That's fair. They do seem like the trial decks, though. You're very right.
Yeah, I I
Uh,
I I think Story Raja is actually the strongest one out of them.
Probably. Actually, hold on. Okay, I guess it's not a deck that came out in this, but listen, um, Mr. Fister, Astronaut Man, best deck. He got the support that he needed, which was give the Vanguard a crit on his 99,000 attack, and also make sure that you guard with 2 or more.
Yeah, so it's a PG plus and not just PG.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, he's the best. I need the robot that gives him the guard restrict though. I don't have any of them.
I'm sure we'll come across those, and nobody else even built the deck. I don't think.
I'm the only one.
Yeah.
Nobody else even cares about him.
Yeah.
He's so good. Oh my gosh, I love him. Ah.
Matt's about to Matt's about to go off the rails here in a second. Well, the Lukier. So I enjoy playing Lukier in V. I didn't build it in D because at the time I was doing case splits and I obviously wanted to recuperate some of my money. So I give that up to my friend who's just as much of a Dark States enjoyer as me, and I would have upgraded it happily. I think I did face it this previous weekend in my remote locals. I wiped it with Eva, so I'm not exactly sure what it wasn't a wipe, but it was a decisive victory. I think I was at 2 damage the whole time. It was very easy attack pattern, so I don't see it going anywhere.
Fair.
But my favorite thing obviously is the Bang Dream crits, signed, unsigned, the perfect guard, the now MyGo units. If you get desperate when you're playing your MyGo deck, you can throw down one of the crit triggers for the additional name. But the PG is beautiful. I needed crits in general because I ran out of crits for my decks.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's what's stopping me from completing Story Raja day 1 because everybody gave me everything else I needed.
You just need the triggers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I need triggers, and when I ordered a bunch of perfect guards, after set 2, I ordered an extra set of each because I'm like, I never know when I'm going to build the deck. So I'll share my.
I know. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll share my coutiers from my Quint Stoichia deck to to Stoyaja.
That's easy decision right there.
Yeah, well, hey, the Quints aren't powerless. Allie got the cheese con. She won.
She did. Good
Oh,
for
that's impressive. Good,
A-
yeah, good for
Against
her.
Jet.
The
of
time
all
was on
things.
her side.
Ha ha!
It sounds like a corny
Flavor text.
flavor text.
Wow, how funny! But so what else were you gonna say? You were gonna say something a second ago.
Oh yeah, so I know that set 3 had a whole bunch of reprints of triggers and
Effect
stuff.
trick, yes.
But I think what they need to do for people like us who buy like every deck, they could just make a product that's literally just like a couple of every trigger. But
Well,
like vanilla ones, if anything, like just give us
different named
give us a
ones.
yeah,
That
just give
was
us a whole
Triple
bunch of
Drive.
triggers so that we can have them. But like, I don't want the other stuff. I just want like a pack of triggers.
So when it comes to Pokemon TCG, I know when you buy the Elite Trainer boxes, which it's 8 packs, I believe. Yeah, I think it's 8 packs.
I have
You
no
get
idea.
you
Yeah,
get
8, 9.
yeah, you get 50 or 100 energy. What is it?
Let's just say 50.
I believe it's 50. Yeah, and you get 50 energy, and you get 8 packs. So it's like, oh boy, if I want to build a deck, I actually kind of can. And
Yeah.
I guess I've not built a competitive Pokemon deck in a very long time, but from my memory, it's what about 20 to 25 energy cards that you need for a good deck. I don't know. Ryan's our
That's
That's
president.
way
of
too
Pokemon.
much.
Is it?
Way too
Oh,
much.
is that way too much?
Anywhere,
Oh,
anywhere between
13?
like 1 to 16, depending on the deck. Like,
oh, okay.
let's say I played Gardevoir to a challenge. It ran 9 energy,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and that's pretty high. Like if I was running Charizard, it's probably like 5, 6 energy.
What for the whole deck? There's
Yep.
okay, so you gotta have ways to recycle it. I'm assuming, but
Yeah.
okay. Welcome to the Doxlorns Doxlorns Pokemon part of the podcast. There was the one that I used to play on the app back in the day. It was Guzzlord EX, and it was
Oh.
like its attack was like attach 5 energy to it, or look at the top 5 and attach all the energies to it. So what I did was I built a deck with just one Pokemon. It was just with 3 copies of him, and it was just him, and the rest of the deck was energies. So I would mulligan until I had at least one, and then it was attach the one energy, do the thing, search for 5, or, search the top 5, boom, there's my energy, and just stomp.
It's awful.
And then
I hate it.
depending on if I faced someone that I was weak to, it was win or lose. But that's enough Pokemon. So yeah, that's all I got about set 3. I don't know if you guys have anything else to say. The Bang Dream stuff's great. I would love a product like Matt described, where it's just oops all
Right?
triggers.
Like even Magic does that. They do land stations. You just buy a whole bunch of lands. Just give me a trigger set.
Bushy.
Just triggers.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's like, so this is obviously for us who play a little bit of every nation. But what if there's like, you're the Dark States guy and your buddy's the Brant Gate guy, and you each buy it comes with 8 different triggers for each one, and you give your buddy the nation that you don't play, and he gives you the nation that you play, and that's even more for you. I don't know.
That'd be nice.
We need
Yeah,
a product like that.
Quite honestly, it should get to the point where we become like our favorite local man who just throws away the cards.
No,
No, we're not doing that.
no.
We're not
Don't
doing
even joke. I hate it. I hate it so much.
that. That's why I dumpster dive. That and lunch. But I well, I don't know. It's anything else, guys, from set 3? I don't know. It's just lackluster, but it was worth talking about. We just opened it.
What else was in set 3? Hold on.
The twin cast.
Yeah.
The twin cast order.
Bracing Angel.
Yeah.
Bracing Angels in there, yeah.
Ladder. There was one more card that I want. Because it completes my Zedlands deck, which nobody even cares about Zedlands, but I do. Yep. I just need Ravaging Dragon because it's the one that gains power for every set order that you have, and all smithies are set orders.
Yep.
So
yeah, what other Dragon Empire
need
plays
that.
set orders?
But like none of them.
Exactly.
So yeah, so I need that so bad. I'd be so happy.
So yeah, no, I guess nobody pays attention to that card because it's just for Zedlands. So
Yeah, and who cares about that deck? Nobody plays that except for some idiot. Me.
I was gonna say something close to that, so we're good.
Oh, good.
Well, something else that gets overlooked
right.
in our little card game is something. Well, Ryan doesn't overlook it. Something that everyone but Ryan doesn't pay any attention to, and that's flavor text. I know a little while ago, 3 months ago, something like that, early summer, there was a Twitter X thread of folks posting their favorite flavor card texts. But I wanted to spend a few minutes with some of our favorites, or like I actually did a little bit of a different exercise because I don't have any favorites that are just like in my mind. But I did a little bit of a different exercise for this. So I will say that I just picked up my most recently played deck, which was Eva. I played it all during that remote tournament I mentioned. And I wanted to see if there was like a difference, I guess, between a trigger unit, an order, and then a normal unit. Because those are three very different functioning things in our game, right? So
Yeah.
I looked and I was surprised that triggers even have flavor text. So these you guys will know because you've faced my Eva deck. Two of these are actually not popular picks. Well, one might be. One is definitely not a popular pick for Eva. The other two are, one's a staple and one's not. But let's see if you guys can think of Brant Gate and get these. So first we have the one that's a staple. And I think this is very, especially when you look at the art and then you notice what other units are on there. I think it's very fitting. It's I'll protect you as you protected me back then.
I'm bad with flavor text.
I protected you.
This is the one that's a
not
staple.
A perfect. It's.
If you don't have this in Eva, you don't win.
I don't know anything about Eva. Come on now, I don't play glitter.
Oh, that's true. It's the result of experiment henceforth. It's where Eva is protecting Obscadade with like a fortress wall or something. And then that makes sense because she stops it from being retired. So
that's pretty flavorful.
I'm like, okay, this one does come full circle. I really like that one.
I'm feeling it.
Now I picked a trigger because I didn't think trigger units should have flavor text because they're just triggers. Who cares?
Wow.
It
Tell
is,
us how you really feel.
Well, and if you read the flavor text, it's actually fitting for the kind of trigger that it is. We have, by reversing the power of destruction, a momentary rebirth can be performed. Number one, that's dope. Number two, that fits what kind of trigger it is. So what kind of trigger is it?
Say it again.
By reversing the power of destruction, a momentary rebirth can be performed.
It's either a heal or an over trigger. That's my guesses.
Ryan?
My guess is that it's a heal.
It's definitely a heal, yeah. It is the unnatural crit heal, the one if they're 2 or greater by non-trigger effect. Whistling Arrow of Recursion, Obefold. Obefold.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that.
I just want to say Obefold.
Olentangy.
Olentangy, yeah.
Oh god, no.
And then the last one that I picked by going through Eva, I've got some more that weren't from my Eva deck, but this is my personal tech spice pick because I'm a special boy. So you probably won't know the unit unless you've played against my actual build. This one is a lot more Brant Gatey. I will cut you to pieces as many times as it takes until you wish for death.
Holy crap, what?
Yeah, and then as I started like reading more, just not from this specific deck, I noticed that's kind of a theme with Brant Gate is, yo, you're dead, I hate you.
That's terrifying.
And the name of the card fits the mood. It is Lady Fencer of Bipolar Nebula.
Oh, yeah.
She definitely did not take her medication that day. I'll say that.
Well, off the rails real fast.
Yeah, from 0 to 100. But and then like I said, I started reading more, and because I was just interested. I mean, I'll read flavor text as I'm opening. Like when I used to open cases, I'd read them and then I'd like laugh and I'd forget about them. So I don't truly have favorites. But as I started reading more and more, I found some that I'm like, that's either extremely violent, that's extremely funny, that's extremely sexual, or that's just like a cool thing that I'd get tattooed on my back. Sometimes all four. But
Oh, oh.
what are some examples you guys found?
All right, don't be mad at me, but when I had these open, it was just open on my CFA, and then I went and loaded up Mordalion, so they all went away. So I'm very rapidly scanning through them right now,
Okay.
trying to find the ones that I had.
Okay, well Ryan is better than all of us and he's prepared. So what do you
Alright.
have?
I was thinking that they were set 3 related, or they were supposed to be, but it's okay. I have my favorite one. I set it for a whole locals.
Yes, you did.
You did. I hate it so much.
So this is Cray, 3,000 years later.
Oh, God, I hate it.
And the card name is The World 3,000 Years Later, Roroa.
It's a nightmare.
Like, it's always so good because the card name fits the flavor text. Oh, I would have never known that he was like a bioroid that like went into a slumber to wake up in Cray
3,000 years later. Insert the Pokemon meme of AZ on his knees. But
Hate it.
no, I like that one. Like self-referential humor is my favorite kind of humor, so that one will get me every time.
That's fair. I hate it so much though, Ryan. I hate it.
I'm playing Leonore a lot more now because of it.
Oh God.
And it just got support, so
That's fair. Leonore is pretty good. So.
and then like I never knew this guy's full name until I'm reading it now. In quotations, innocent chooses the most severe ways to attack. The card is Diablos, innocent Matt.
Yep.
It's me.
It's because it's like what's the grade 3?
Diabolons
Bruce?
Viamanche Bruce.
Yes. What's the so it's like violence Bruce or something like
Yeah,
it's just like
it's
he's just like a
violence,
really
yeah.
aggressive guy, but he started innocent or something along those lines.
Oh.
And then someone cut him in line in grade school and he became violent.
Well, they're not the same person. Matt is part of Bruce's team.
Yeah, that is true.
All 4 of the ride line are just on the same team.
I have to go read the ride line now, but just to see how like they evolve throughout the lineup.
You got Anger Richard.
Yeah, there's Angry Richard.
What's the order? It's Innocent Matt, Bad Steve, Anger Richard, Violence Bruce.
Yep.
Bruce.
There you go.
There you go. See, my brain. I didn't even look those up. I was using my brain.
So I actually on the same train of thought as how it kind of continues. We actually had a listener submission for 2 of the older Alter Ego Messiah cards. And the flavor text on the one that released first is "The world is me, I am the world." And then on the one released thereafter, it's "The world and I are one." So if you put those together and it's the same unit and you put those 2 flavor texts together, it just makes like this really cool, powerful statement. And I never played Messiah or had any interest, but I freaking love it. So
That's such a good play on words because he's me, Saya. Oh my god.
If there were ever an anagram or what are those palindrome or like any funny literary device with their name and their flavor text, I would just fall on the floor just giggling. Not that I don't do that once a day already, but
oh,
what?
What?
So what have you scrambled to find, Matt?
All right, I found a few. So I've just been doing Keter ones because it turns out apparently Keter is my new favorite nation.
Oh, okay. Valid.
I don't know why. I don't know what. I don't know when that happened, but
Hamveldwin.
There's 2 that I want to share right away. The first one is hit. That's it. It's just hit.
Is it like a surefire angel or something?
No, it's Knight of Demolition Meridu.
Hit.
It's just hit with an exclamation point. And then the next one, let me show you a big hit. Gigantic sailor.
Oh, that's like one I found an old Reddit thread. Oh, where did it go? Was it Star Vader or something? Oh man, hold on, let me find this one again because it was real good. Let's see. Yeah, Star Vader turn down dragon. No.
No.
The flavor
That's
text
it?
is no.
No. We'd like to interview you for something? No. All right.
I mean, he turned you down, so he's the turn down dragon. Unless
Oh,
he's
yeah.
unless he's the dragon that puts a little mint on your pillow at the hotel. That's also turn down service.
Ooh,
So
that's
he's
cute.
either got very good breath or he just rejects you every single time.
Both.
Yeah, can I have another mint? No.
No. And then here I got a couple more. This one is an interesting one. I don't think I know the backstory here. I'll become the world's #1 villain.
What is that on?
I'll give you a hint and say that it's a dual nation. She's atrocious.
Oh, is that on Maple?
Yeah.
Ha!
Apparently Maple wants to be the #1 villain in the world.
I mean, moths are annoying, I guess. Easily dealt with, but annoying.
Oh, that's actually pretty flavorful.
I mean, another one from that Reddit. It's on Skeleton Cannoneer. Hey, girl, how about dying?
Ooh, classic.
show up to the first date. Hey, girl, how about dying?
And then my last two. These two go together because I don't like reading them in this order, and it makes me like cringe a little bit.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna share it with everyone else.
I love cringing.
It's I'm right behind you. You know what that means, right? There's no need to worry. It'll be over after a small prick.
Oh no!
I don't like reading them like that.
What are those on?
Heavenly Bow of Guidance Refuerzos, and then Painkiller Angel.
It's on. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. The small prick.
Yeah,
Okay.
no need to worry. It'll be over after a small prick. Which is what I told my ex-girlfriend.
Oh,
That's why I'm an ex.
self
Anyway,
burn.
those are common with me actually.
Well, and like I was looking at that Reddit thread, and I mean there's a couple others on here, but they're just cool, you know. Like if it's your favorite unit, it's cool. Like Nightmare Doll Alice is sink into the endless nightmare. Like that's just cool if it's
Oh.
the unit, you know.
There's one more. Oh, I gotta find it. I don't remember what it was called. Oh, let me find one more there that I.
Okay, Ryan. What else?
Oh, I got it.
What else?
I got it.
Oh wait. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah. I just think it's funny. It's don't worry, I'll make it swish swoosh with wind magic. Thank you.
Wish swoosh with air magic. We'll tell Aang to get out of our game. Ryan, what other ones did you have?
I had one more. It's on a common. The card is from the newest set. Solid Hit Intense Quake Colossus. I'm seeing things? You're kidding. That thing is massive.
Well, that's the opposite of Painkiller
It's
Angel.
left arm. It's left arm, that is.
Oh god.
It actually continued itself.
Yep.
Oh god. I want to write some flavor text just to get away with stuff like that. I did have a couple more that I literally started clicking on TCG Player, and I'm like I'm a big Brant Gate fan, so I started with Brant Gate. I found one outside of Brant Gate just so you people think I'm cultured. But here's one from my signature deck because I was playing this before it was cool. Your heart will be captured way before you're handcuffed.
Oh.
It's the order. grade 2 order.
Yep. It's explosive melting
Oh,
heart.
you
Yeah.
do. All right,
But
if we're going dirty and talking about handcuffing, how about this one? Won't you come with me?
that's before the handcuffing. Um,
Which is on Tamayura, by the way.
that's,
It's a grade 0.
well, so then I was sticking with my prison, and with apparently how dead Brent Gate wants you. And while we were just chatting beforehand, Ryan got this. I mean, he's like, is it this? Yes. Is it this? Yes. And he got there. So we'll see if Matt can get here.
God.
The flavor text is, shall we go and make a hole in the heads of naughty children?
What the What nation am I looking in?
Brant Gate.
Renegade. Shall we go and make holes in the heads of naughty children? Is that
Yeah.
what you said to me?
Shall we go and make a hole in the head of naughty children?
Ah, God. Okay, hold on.
This is also in my prison deck.
It's Lifeful.
No.
No. She has a gun.
Most of them do.
Yeah. I feel like I need a grade. Is it part of the ride line?
No.
Okay. Is it a unit?
It is.
I would hope so. Oh, who else has a gun in that you use? I don't want to use the word and the word children in the same sentence.
Okay, well, we'll skip it for advertiser friendliness. But I think it's Penetrate Aquas.
I don't want to use those two words in a sentence.
Wow.
Yeah, that one really shocked me. I'm like, I like, I know Western culture and Eastern culture have a different view of guns, but like straight up, I'm gonna shoot kids in the head. Like, who put that on a card?
Yeah, that one's pretty bad.
Yeah, yeah, that one I'm a little shocked at. I don't even know what to say about it, but I'm like,
Maybe they just don't have the same issues here or
wait,
there.
oh god. But wait, did that actually make it on the English? I'm gonna have to check my prison deck because it's on TCG Player, so it has to be on the English card, right?
It absolutely is.
Because they changed Lifeful
I'm
Rifle
looking it up
around.
now.
That's why I call her Lifeful Rifle.
That's the dumbest thing. I'm so mad about that stuff. I'm still mad about Bruce.
Viamonte.
Viamonte. Why not vehemence? The actual English word. I'm salty about that.
Okay, I've got two. I've got an honorable mention: the Watermelon and Blitz Order. Pew 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 pew.
Yeah.
And then this one, like, I would, if I were a tattoo person, I would get this tattooed because it just sounds really cool. Glory is a momentary dream. Even so, it's still a dream sought after.
Oh.
Doesn't that just sound cool? Like, I'm gonna put that on my whiteboard at work. And
I
then,
thought what you said earlier was the flavor text. Oh, this is such a cool thing. I'm gonna get a tattoo.
no, and this is on Resius, the card that you slapped in Charmute and nothing else. That gives 10k to one of your units.
Oh, you don't use that in the Shifel?
I don't currently. I haven't tweaked it much, but I mean, I saw what happened when you tried to use it, and
Listen,
you couldn't even check my crit trigger that was on the board.
Listen, kid. I made the mistake of forgetting how to play the game.
But no,
I challenge you again, and I'll show you.
No, that one was actually cool. Glory is a momentary dream, even so it's still a dream sought after. I'm like, okay, that's legit. We're not murdering children anymore.
Thank God.
I know that one. I'm honestly surprised that one made it past anybody. Like English, Japanese, Thai. Well, I don't know if it's on the Thai, but I know Thai has its own printing. So
Yeah, that's a little dark. Like,
yeah,
I thought the ones that I was finding were a little goofy, but like nothing like shooting children in the head.
That's I might take it out of my deck because I feel uncomfortable. I don't know.
No, but it's a good card though. So
Yeah, it's a very good card. I probably shouldn't. I'll just take some white out and blur it and make it tournament eligible. Ineligible. No, so flavor text that's a hole that I could go down forever. which should also be a flavor text. But
Oh,
I
sure it is.
like I just started clicking on TCG Player, and those are the ones I remembered off the top of my head. Some for different reasons than others, but like, is this an important part of a card game? I think it is.
It's a fun part for moments like this.
I think it's fun because it builds lore, or that it's a good. I mean, it is fun, but I think it's a good part of a game because it builds lore.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, quite literally adds flavor. Now I love Varroa.
see, there you go. But then
Oh, here we go. I will go anywhere for honey.
you said on Winzapoo.
Yeah.
Of course, it's on Winzapoo. I think it's important because it does add that little bit of fandom. You know, it is flavor text for a reason. It adds flavor. I mean, we have an anime, we have the written stories, we have a good amount, but then like the art on the Eva on Henceforth, right? It was cool because it was, hey, I'm going to protect you now as you did back then. And then on the art, she's literally protecting Obsidian.
I do
So
like that.
like when it comes full circle like that, I think it's an important part of the game because it kind of shows like, oh, you know, these characters have relationship. This deck has, you know, a story behind it. It's not just, you know, swing to crit win game. It, you know, there's substance to it, and I think every franchise should. And I mean, Magic cards do because isn't there a? Oh no, that's the actual effect where people like blank out the words to make other words, right?
Sometimes, I mean, you could really do whatever you want with that.
Yeah. Pokemon cards don't really have flavor text. Or
They do, but they're just Pokedex entries,
that's
and we already know all the
I was
Pokemon.
I was gonna say
Oh,
it's not really flavor text. It's just Pokedex entries.
not
Yu-Gi-Oh
very fun.
cards. Do you? Oh my god. Do Yu-Gi-Oh cards have flavor text?
No, it's just all effect.
No,
Unless it's a
normal
normal
monsters
monster.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Okay. Yeah. Because I literally just grabbed a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and nope, it's just the effect. That's 10 pages long. Got it. See you later, Cyber Slash Harpy Lady. Of course, that's the kind of Yu-Gi-Oh deck I have laying around is Harpies and Blue Eyes and
Yeah.
all the cool stuff, cool kids. So yeah, flavor text is definitely.
There's flavor text. Okay, nobody plays this anymore except for me, but Chaotic, there's flavor text on all of those.
Not only do I not play it, I've never heard of it.
Wow.
Oh, it's a really fun game that I wish was still around.
But so,
Wow.
I don't know, anything else on flavor text, you guys?
Not until the next episode.
not until Lyrical Set 3 releases and we get a whole bunch of funny stuff.
Yeah, can we just make like an entire story out of only flavor text?
Do you know how hard
Probably
that would?
could.
I mean, it'd be hard, but I mean,
Oh, it'll be hard.
That's a good flavor text.
see,
Won't
perfect.
you come with me?
It's just a small prick. Don't worry.
Oh God, it'll be all over soon. Oh, I forgot what it said already.
Good.
Yeah, no.
Well, that was fun, gentlemen. I definitely missed Ryan, and all thanks to Curly, and well, nobody picked up the slack of the episode before. It was really just me and Matt, so good for us. But yeah, thanks to Curly for stepping in. But we missed our Ryan.
Glad to be back.
Until next week when he's on vacation again. So that you guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for listening. Please over on Twitter /X/ whatever it's gonna change to when Elon changes his mind at DeckCheckVGPod. The episodes are uploaded onto we're hosted on Spotify, but it's posted out to every podcast platform you can think of. We are also on YouTube at Willendocs' channel. That's me. I'm Willendocs. I said that a couple times already. But we do get a good amount of views over there, so thank you for the people that are there. And if you're listening on one of the podcast platforms, don't forget to give us a good rating, a great rating, and then an even better rating. You got to go to 3 different platforms to do it, but it's worth the trouble. I promise you. If you do that, Ryan swears not to leave us again.
Oh,
or does he? I don't know.
That's a big threat.
Yeah, he stayed quiet.
Threat.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh,
guys.
I wasn't sure.
I was. You guys didn't rate fast enough. Ryan left.
Bye, Ryan.
Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. Until the next time, thank you for listening. We'll catch you then. Deck Check VG podcast. Bye.